Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this annual State of the Student Body. Thank you for joining us, whether you are in person or watching us live on SGA YouTube. My name is Amy Nguyen, and I have the honor of serving as the Student Body Vice President and President of the Senate. Members and officials of the Student Government Association and university leaders are gathered here today to reflect on the journey we have taken together, to celebrate the achievements of our student community, and to look ahead with purpose and optimism. This event is more than just a report. It is a moment to recognize the voices, experiences, and aspirations of our students. It is time to reaffirm our shared commitment to fostering a campus environment where every student feels seen, heard, and empowered. Before we begin, I would like to take this moment to recognize a few members in the audience. When I recognize your group or name, please stand if you are able. Please join me in welcoming the Justices of the Supreme Court. Please join me in welcoming the Senate leadership. Please join me in welcoming the Wang's cabinet. Thank you all for being here. Whether you are a student leader, a member of our faculty or staff, or a valued guest, thank you for being here. Your presence tonight speaks volumes about your dedication to student success and the future of our institution. Tonight, you will hear from the three heads of SGA branches as they lay out the work accomplished within the first 137 days of this session, as well as roadmap that will guide the session for the next 237 days. I invite you to take this opportunity to listen, learn, and lead together, because the state of our student body is not merely a snapshot of the present. It is a blueprint for the future. It is a testament to the resilience, innovation, and leadership that define our students, and a call to all of us to rise to the challenges and possibilities ahead. Together, let us reaffirm our shared commitment to excellence, equity, and empowerment. And let this address serve as a catalyst for continued progress, driven by purpose, guided by values, and inspired by the limitless potential of our student community. Thank you for your presence, your partnership, and your unwavering belief in what we can achieve together. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of this journey. Let's get started.
Good evening, fellow members of the Student Government Association, fellow Shockers, and esteemed university leaders. My name is Leslie Hernandez, and I have the honor of serving as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court for the 68th session. It is a privilege to speak before all of you once again as the head of the judicial branch of Wichita State Student Government Association. I am grateful to hold this position, and I hold the firm belief that my role promotes justice on campus as we all strive to improve the student body experience. Over the summer, I interned at Valderas Legal Group, an immigration firm. I happened to be an intern at a time when there was and is an immigration crisis and a high demand for help. The work was fulfilling because I was able to help families navigate the uncertainties of our nation, but it was also mentally exhausting because I wanted to do more. I only mention this experience because it made me reflect on my involvement as a college student. Is my involvement truly the best use of my time? Could I be spending more time helping those most vulnerable? As I pondered these questions, I slowly realized that a lot of my helplessness came from not being able to solve the issue. I realized that I would have to focus on the little ways to help. Thus, I will stand before all of you tonight because this is one of those ways I can help. As a political science student, I have learned about the importance of higher education and promoting civic engagement and teaching students why they should care. In my opinion, Student Government Association is one of the ways we can teach our students how to tune into their government. This isn't political, it's the reality of how the world works. Instead of shying away, I invite our students to pay attention to SGA. I invite them to have opinions about what the representatives are proposing and the action items their student body president and vice president are striving to accomplish. In doing so, they are practicing the skills necessary to advocate for themselves and their loved ones. In order for students to care, I feel it's important that they first understand my role. The Supreme Court allows me to analyze each word in the Constitution, statutes, or bylaws and ensure the priorities or needs expressed by past and current students are not lost in translation or interpretation. The court is the highest court when it comes to parking, traffic, and library citation appeals. All student groups fall under our jurisdiction as well, meaning that a failure to comply with their own constitutions is a violation of association expectations and guidelines. The court may also interpret the language within bills or resolutions passed in the association. My vision for this session's court focuses on promoting advocacy and encouraging interconnectedness while ensuring equity. Promoting advocacy. The judicial branch's work depends upon the student's awareness of discrepancies in the agency and the student's ability to advocate for themselves and the groups they belong to. In order for the justices to fulfill our roles, we need students to know how to access the court and the services that fall under our jurisdiction. Last session, the Supreme Court launched the Maxient form, which allows students to file a request to the court online instead of having to email the court. There is still work to be done on educating the student body on how this system operates. In educating our students on the Maxient form in the Supreme Court, I hope to bridge the divide of accessibility between our students and the Supreme Court. It's important for students to speak up when they feel there is a violation of any language within any area of the association. In promoting advocacy with the students in SGA, I also hope this will build students' skills so they're able to advocate for themselves in their classrooms, workplaces, or life in general, because after all, our students come first. Encouraging interconnectedness. As mentioned, one of my general visions for SGA involves educating and building the skills necessary for our students to go on in life as active participants of society. In order to do this, all branches of SGA need to work together to ensure that we are accessible to the students and that we do our best as individual branches to educate our constituents on our roles and our purpose. I believe the breakdown of branches is purposeful in maintaining a balance of power, but I also see the benefits of cooperating to raise awareness of our presence on this campus, not as a hierarchy of power among students, but as a community of student leaders that are passionate about improving the student body experience. I vow to work alongside my peers to ensure we reach the outskirts of campus and everywhere in between. So far this session, I have already felt that our branches are working together. We had a meeting with the Sunflower and engaged in conversations about actions within the 68th session. I am excited for the judicial branch to be more visible and cooperative with the other branches. The cooperation stems from a place of genuine passion for the student body, so I commend our leaders of this session for efforts thus far, and I look forward to taking part in more SGA-wide conversations with the other branches. Ensuring equity. While building on the interconnectedness of SGA, I still place equity in the top efforts of the Supreme Court. Those that know me personally can attest to my passion for serving others and ensuring that everyone feels heard within their own spaces and across groups. I want to make sure that every student feels as though their voice matters and that they have the confidence to use their voice in times of need. Every student should feel like they belong on our campus. Our court treats every case with the utmost importance and attention, as every student deserves for us to take their matter seriously. As we expand on our footing as a court, we still emphasize that our identities as students do not interfere with our decision-making. Instead, we look upon the values and principles of the association. Speaking of expanding our footprint, tonight I am excited to share something new. During the spring and summer sessions, university leaders within student conduct and community standards, campus recreation, and student engagement and belonging met to propose creating a student organization conduct policy. This policy would set the SGA Supreme Court as the hearing body over student organization cases. This proposal has been approved by the Vice President for Student Affairs and now is pending approval by the university. I look forward to working with our Senate leaders to enshrine this new jurisdictional area within the SGA governing documents. This speech is only one of the court's efforts to educate the student body on the resources made available to them through the judicial branch. I want to emphasize that the Supreme Court stands as a valuable resource to students seeking interpretations of constitutional language, opinions on constitutionality of decisions made across the association, and appeals of decisions made by lower courts regarding traffic violations and parking disputes. I spoke before all of you a year ago in the same position with similar goals, and to be clear, I still hold the court to be a consistent protection of the student body experience. The 68th session does not clear the goals taken on from the last session. The time I have had on the court has allowed me to see the places where the court is lacking in order to set goals and work towards a better court. I encourage students to take advantage of the resources available through the court. The Supreme Court preserves the values of the association across all sessions, creating precedent for future generations of shockers to come. I want to thank you all for being present tonight and demonstrating your investment in this session's goals and the students we serve. Once again, it is an honor to speak before all of you as a promoter of justice and equity on this campus. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam President, Madam Vice President, Madam Chief Justice, Senators, members of the Cabinet, justices, staff, faculty, and members of university leadership, and most importantly, my fellow students. My name is Matthew Phan, and I am a fourth-year mechanical engineering student minoring in mathematics. It is my honor and privilege to stand before you all as the Speaker of the Student Senate for the 68th session of the Student Government Association. I would like to express my profound gratitude to all of those who came in person or are watching the live stream tonight. 4 years ago, in the 65th session, I joined our association as a member of our Freshman Leadership Council. I couldn't have possibly imagined at that time that I would be here before you all, not only willingly giving a public address, but giving one as a head of branch. I would not be here today without the incredible leaders that came before me: Vice President Elizabeth Thornton, Engagement and Leadership Director Bree Duncan, Government Oversight Chairperson Jane Thompson, and President Emeritus Kylie Hauer. My immediate two predecessors, Kylie Hauer and Victoria Owens, have laid the foundation for the successes that we have here today as an association. There are so many systems and initiatives that are now in place because of their leadership that we didn't have previously, ranging from a newly relocated community gardens, new ADHD, autism, and learning testing funds, the Sustainability Committee, the Engagement and Outreach Committee, and the Accessibility and Disability Pride Task Force. I believe that it is our responsibility to continue their legacy of transparency, engagement, accessibility, and advocacy for students within this space. When I first campaigned for the speakership, I had three main platform goals that we will abide for this session of the Senate, and that ranges from retention, outreach, and intentionality. In addressing Senate retention, in previous years, we have seen large numbers of senators resign from their seats before the fall session even started, or fail to swear into their Senate seats. This session, we have strived to reduce this resignation number through regular one-on-one meetings, workshops such as what is legislation and the legislation process, how to talk to constituents and conduct outreach, and how to write emails and set up email signatures, among several other workshops and initiatives that we have planned this year, in addition to some of our senator outreach initiatives. I believe that it is essential that senators receive the support and environment where they believe that they can succeed in an accessible and welcoming environment without any fear of discrimination, ostracization, or negative behaviors within the Senate space. As your speaker, I will not tolerate disrespect or bullying of any kind within our Senate, within our leadership, or within this space. I plan on meeting with senators in one-on-ones on a monthly basis, and chairpersons will meet with their senators on a regular basis as well. This year, I am proud to say that we have had no senators fail to swear in, and the attendance rates are some of the highest in recent memory. I believe that it is essential that we as an association stay connected to all of our students, including all of our commuter, adult learners, international, out-of-state, graduate, satellite campus, and online students. As the legislative branch, we are committed to directly working with the executive branch and conducting outreach initiatives. This year, we will reach out to more student organizations, first-year seminars, continue our conversations with our deans on campus, visit our satellite campuses, and have more tabling events this year. To prepare for these events in direct collaboration with the executive branch, we have made presentations for our outreach events as well. Additionally, an SJ newsletter has been launched with updates from all three branches for the student body. For our accessibility, all of our Senate meetings have been live streamed for this session, and anyone that wishes to watch our meetings virtually can do so through our SJ YouTube channel, or individuals are more than welcome to attend our Senate committees, Committee of the Wholes, and Senate meetings in person, as those meetings are open to the public. To be successful, I believe that we must be intentional with the way that we move forward this session and the way that we advocate for our constituents while being accessible and transparent to all of those within the association. During the summer, I appointed all of our chairpersons and assigned senators to their committees before the start of the fall semester to ensure that legislation and initiatives have the opportunity to start earlier. We will also be intentional about the volume of legislation that is written this session, where we have set the goal to write at least 10 pieces of legislation a semester within each committee. Additionally, this year, I have mandated that members of Senate leadership have at least 75% of their logged hours be in person or on campus, so that they are present and available to members of our student senate and to our constituents. Finally, all of the branches agreed to a joint proposal within our communication and outreach efforts for this session. Our legislative branch is a remarkably new Senate, with a total of 24 senators, 10 returning, and 14 new members. This session, we have an entirely new Senate leadership team with 5 innovative, passionate, and dedicated student leaders serving as our Senate chairpersons and clerk, respectively. Our senator representatives span across Shocker Nation, from Innovation Campus to the graduate school, from out-of-state to military and veteran students. This year, the College of Engineering and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences have a strong presence within our Senate, alongside our international and graduate constituency populations. I am confident that our numbers will not only grow after our midterm election, which will take place in a few short weeks. We have had a productive session so far. This session, we passed 108 pieces of legislation, 1 Senate resolution, 1 association resolution, and 106 Senate bills. This includes the 85 appropriation bills that our Senate approved 2 weeks ago, which allocated $300,000 to our recognized student groups on campus. I am proud to highlight that for our appropriations process, my senators who heard the feedback from students who came in public forum, and that we did not need to recommit appropriations to our Finance Commission this year. This session, we have had 3 Legislative Council and 5 total Senate meetings so far. Within these meetings, we approved changes to our ADHD, Autism, and Learning Disability Fund bylaws, the Student Body President's budget, a resolution regarding the university libraries and resources, approved funding to student health services, and appointments across the executive and legislative branches. Each of our 4 Senate standing committees have been working diligently on various projects, initiatives, and legislation for this session, and I will outline the goals and accomplishments for each committee. The Academic Affairs Committee, led by Chairperson Nazanin Kassir-Safar, this session has been expanding their understanding of university policies and administrative processes to advocate more effectively for student needs. the Academic Affairs Committee is focused on enhancing student access to academic resources, fostering meaningful engagement opportunities for students, and strengthening communication between students and faculty to ensure student voices are represented in decision-making. Through these efforts, Chairperson Kasira Safar has gained valuable experience in collaboration, leadership, and program development. Looking ahead, her goal is to implement initiatives and not only promote academic success, but equity, but also contribute to the overall well-being of the student body, creating sustainable and lasting benefits for our student community. The Diversity, Empowerment, and Inclusion Committee, led by Chairperson Jasmine Pang, has been engaging with the agencies by attending their general meetings, events, and executive board meetings. Additionally, they have facilitated collaborations and partnerships with the agencies for this session. The main goals of the Diversity, Empowerment, and Inclusion Committee is to shift the dynamic and bridge the gap between agencies and each branch of the association. In previous years, there has been a disconnect between the agencies and SGA, but Chairperson Pang aims to change that by fostering communication and collaborating with them through regular one-on-ones with agency presidents and attending their executive board meetings. She wants to convey that SGA can support the agencies not only through financial support, but also through visible support from senator attendance and participation. The Government Oversight Committee, led by Chairperson Abdullah Tawana this session, plans to review all SGA agency bylaws to ensure that they are up to date and compliant in accordance with our association bylaws. They will be working on modifying and streamlining the SGA bylaws to make them clearer, effective, and accessible for our senators and student body. Additionally, the Government Oversight Committee will continue collaborating with the Shockers Vote Coalition to improve voter turnout and encourage more students to run for Senate, strengthening participation in student governance. The Student Services Committee, led by Chairperson Riley Hansen, strives to foster an environment of acceptance, innovation, and responsiveness within the Student Government Association and Wichita State University. They aim to collaborate with both departments and student groups on campus to enhance communication between services and students, improve ADA compliance, provide access to mental health resources, ensure disability resources, and promote advocacy from senators. Additionally, with our current political climate, I believe we must do everything in our power to advocate and fight for our student body, especially for our underserved, graduate, and international student populations. In my time at Wichita State, I have seen blatant disregard and disrespect to some of our students from the university, the state level, and even from within our student government itself. This year is a year for change. This year is a year when we advocate and work for the students. This year is a year we will remain united as an association. This is our year of action. In the 67th session, our slogan was not only students come first, but in the Howard Phan administration, our slogan was, we've got your back. I still find that to be true today. On behalf of the legislative branch, we will, to the best of our ability, preserve, protect, and defend the students of Wichita State University. We will face many challenges, difficult days, and we may at times go astray, but we are in this together. As we leave this space tonight, I have a call of action for you all here today. Go forth and make a difference. Advocate for our fellow students, trust in one another, and work together rather than divide. I am beyond excited for the amazing things that we will do this session. I look forward to working on behalf of the student body of Wichita State. Thank you, and go Shocks.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Chief Justice, Madam Vice President, Senators, members of the Cabinet, Associate Justices, university leaders, and most importantly, my fellow Shockers. It is with deep gratitude and great humility that I stand before you tonight as the 119th Student Body President of Wichita State University. I am forever thankful for the trust you've placed in me and for the opportunity to serve in this role. This evening is not just a reflection of our journey. It's a celebration of our collective commitment to students, advocacy, and progress. I am excited to share with you the challenges we faced, the strides we've made, and the vision that continues to guide us forward. Together, we've navigated complex issues, elevated student voices, and laid the foundation for a stronger, more inclusive campus community. SGA's motto, "Students Come First," isn't just a motto. It's a promise. It's a constant reminder that every policy we advocate for, every program we launch, and every meeting we attend must center the needs, voices, and well-being of students. It means we lead with empathy, act with purpose, and never lose sight of who we are here to serve. This principle challenges us to ask, how will this impact students? Are we listening to their concerns? Are we creating a campus where every student feels seen, supported, and empowered? When we say students come first, we're committing to action, not just intention. It's more than words, it's the standard we hold ourselves to and the legacy we aim to leave behind. When Amy and I ran in the spring, we took into consideration and feedback from the student body. We ran with a platform rooted in 3 powerful values: belonging, intentionality, and persistence. We did not come up with these values arbitrarily. These are the promises we made and continue to uphold in this session. They reflect what Vice President Wang and I believe every student deserves and what we, as a community, must strive to uphold. Our first value focuses on belonging. Belonging means that every student feels seen, heard, and valued. We are at a pivotal moment in history where policy changes implemented at the state and federal level are creating real-world impact on our peers. We are seeing spaces, events, and programs being eliminated, places that allow students to feel seen and valued. These are not decisions made in some distant future, they're here now. My administration and I are working hard to ensure that these communities and spaces are being protected as much as possible. Through our Legislative and Policy Director, Lily Ahrens, we will be engaging in our city, county, state, and federal elected officials to inform them what kind of impact their decisions are making here at Wichita State. We have also asked for communication and collaboration with the agencies for them to inform us while we update them to ensure that we are paying attention and working together to protect these spaces. These policy changes are concerning WSU students, especially in our international and immigrant populations. Some of our students are facing daily constant changes, visa issues, and fear. These challenges cause a significant burden on our students. Amy and I made a promise to hear student concerns and to find a solution. It has been a long time coming as an item that has been passed down for the last 5 sessions of Student Government Association, but tonight I am proud to formally announce that my administration will work with the Student Senate to secure funds to start a student legal services program. This program will provide advice, litigation support, negotiation, representation, and education to all fee-paying students on a wide range of issues. We will work to ensure that this program is up and running in the spring semester. Starting back in August, SGA formally launched the ADHD Autism and Learning Disability Fund. Our partnership with the WSU Psychology Clinic is finalized, and we are excited to provide these funds for fee-paying students to receive funding support to get tested for ADHD, autism, or another learning disability. For more information, please visit the WSU Psychology Clinic or reach out to the SGA office. Our second value focuses on intentionality. Intentionality means leading with purpose, clarity, and accountability. We heard your concerns about unclear communication from SGA and a lack of following through. Students wanted more transparency and more opportunities to be involved in the decisions that affect their lives. So, we acted. We are in the middle of launching a SharePoint where all students will have access to all information that SGA officers have. This means all meeting minutes, agendas, votes, roll calls, legislation, etc. will be shared with all the students. Although this project is a large one, it will be completed by fall break. Additionally, we launched the SGA Insider, a bi-weekly newsletter that showcases the work, updates, and the inner workings of SGA. In addition to the SGA Insider, Director Xiong has been making strides to increase the accessibility and user-friendliness of the SGA website. We want to ensure that even the student experience in accessing the resources and information regarding SGA is well taken care of. Looking ahead into the future, we are increasing transparency and budgeting and continuing to align our work with data and student input. Intentionality means we do not just do the work to check it off a list. We do it for the right reasons and for the right things. In addition to this, we have made engaging in your SGA even easier. Picking up from last year, our concerns form is still live and active. To date, we have received over 20 concerns from students that we are working on and addressing. This form allows concerns to directly reach the leaders responsible for addressing those issues. Please continue to use that form as a quick and easy way to access us as a resource. This focus on intentionality to me means doing things because they are important, with the attention to detail that they deserve. During the campaign, we heard from various students about areas they would like us to focus on. There were 3 major ones: the student experience, athletics, and professional development. On my first day in office, I signed 2 executive orders to create 2 new cabinet positions within SGA. The first was the athletic engagement director. My administration wants to strengthen the connection between intercollegiate athletics and the general student body as a tool for strategic collaboration to inform policy and resource allocation decisions. This role will represent the interests and concerns of the student body to Wichita State Athletics and serve as a primary liaison between student government and the athletics department, while working to maintain positive public relations between athletics and students to maintain the level of excellence expected in the representation of Wichita State University. Work is well underway with this relationship, and so far, we have established a strong connection with the athletics department leadership. Director Murphy has been able to regularly maintain meetings with athletics, engaging in conversations surrounding ease of ticket accessibility, outreach initiatives, game schedules, and more. He is currently working with athletics, housing, and RSOs to create an event that kickstarts the opening of the basketball season on November 4th. The second order was the creation of the Professional Opportunities Director. My administration wants to advance the professional development of students at Wichita State University in connection with the Shocker Career Accelerator and with various industry partners at Wichita State and engagement with alumni. This role is tasked with partnering with the Shocker Career Accelerator and the Foundation and alumni engagement to strengthen relationships and launch programs that promote student engagement and professional development opportunities. Director Guthrie hit the ground running with workshops across all housing buildings. A big thank you to Housing and Residence Life for your early participation and partnership. Director Guthrie has also been planning multiple workshops, including one for each college scattered throughout the year. He is working hard to ensure that he is able to connect the Shocker Career Accelerator to the students so that the students know and utilize the resources available to them. His vision aligns with our goals to bring the resources to the students and to meet students where they are at. As I reflect over the past 3 years here at Wichita State University, I am reminded by the opportunities that students have had. Although not always perfect, the student experience has been built on memories, relationships, traditions, and hard work. This has evolved since COVID, and SGA has had a part in that. During the past 2 sessions, I have served under 2 student body presidents as the student body treasurer and watched them work hard to invest in the student experience. This year, SGA made the largest investment in funding to student organizations, over $300,000 in total. I would like to thank Student Body Treasurer Bum for your leadership in ensuring that this process was handled smoothly. We will continue to listen to students and student groups about funding and ensuring that we are creating a process that is fair for all student groups. Additionally, in collaboration with Student Engagement and Belonging, we will be offering workshops to student organizations to learn more in depth about their leadership roles and their specific roles, offering organizations a chance of growth and learning. Our final value focuses on persistence. Persistence is about staying committed to our actions with the same passion and quality of care from the beginning all the way through to the end. Persistence is about staying committed even when the path is difficult, and that's something we've seen and felt firsthand. Many students are navigating intense academic pressures, financial burdens, and the emotional toll of burnout. These challenges aren't just statistics. They're real experiences that affect our peers, our friends, and maybe even ourselves. As student leaders, we've also faced the weight of sustaining momentum while juggling our own responsibilities, classes, jobs, personal lives, and the expectations that come with leadership. It's not always easy to keep pushing forward, especially when obstacles feel overwhelming. But persistence is also about resilience. It's about showing up, advocating for change, and supporting one another through tough moments. It's about recognizing that progress doesn't come quickly, but it does come when we stay engaged and committed to the work. We're proud of the ways our student community continues to rise to the occasion, and we remain dedicated to creating spaces where students feel heard, supported, and empowered to persist, no matter the challenges that they face. But we did not give up. Students should be aware of the numerous resources on campus that can be crucial to a student's success. Our Health and Wellness Commission is forming under the leadership of Director Raju. She will work with students, student leaders, and university leaders to work on communicating and expanding these resources. The Commission is tasked with reviewing the work of our wellness areas and the funding provided to them through student fees. In addition, Director Raju is working to kick off Social Wellness and Safety Week later this semester to bring those resources to the front and center for our students. With our partners in Faculty Senate, we've also begun the work of updating the Student Bill of Rights, which was successfully passed by the SGA Senate last year. Speaker Phan and I recently met with Faculty Senate President Stone to align our priorities and to ensure that this is a collaborative effort that reflects the evolving needs of our student community. In addition to the Student Bill of Rights, our conversations have touched on several key areas that directly impact the student academic experience, including the registration processes so that we can explore ways to make this process more intuitive and equitable, syllabi transparency, leading the way to advocate for clear expectations and consistency across courses, faculty-student communication so that we may emphasize timely and respectful engagement, as well as a discussion on SGA's stance around the grading scale, discussing potential adjustments to ensure fairness and alignment with academic standards. These discussions are a part of a broader commitment to strengthening the shared governance and ensuring that student voices are meaningfully represented in academic policy decisions. We're excited about the progress so far and look forward to the continued collaboration with faculty leaders as we move these initiatives forward. Over the past few months, we have been engaging in conversations about the experiences of transfer students. Wichita State University is the #1 transfer destination for over a decade. The transferring process for new transfer students has been a positive experience with resources and tools such as specific transfer scholarships, dual advising, and the transfer gateway available to such students. While we're proud of the vibrant student life at Wichita State, we also recognize that transfer students often face unique challenges when trying to engage with campus life. Many have shared concerns about feeling disconnected or unsure how to get involved, especially when they arrive mid-year or come from institutions with very different campus cultures. To ensure that these students feel seen, supported, and included, my administration is prioritizing efforts to better understand the transfer student experience. We are dedicating time and resources to listen to their stories, identify barriers, and develop strategies that ease their transition into the Shocker community. Tonight, I am announcing that I will be signing an executive order creating the Transfer Student Experience Director position within SGA to spearhead initiatives and programs designed to support the student population. This includes working closely with campus partners to improve outreach, tailor programming, and create more intentional pathways for transfer students to connect with peers, faculty, and campus resources. Our goal is to make sure every transfer student not only finds their place at Wichita State, but thrives here. I look forward to making the announcement of this new director soon. These initiatives are just some examples of how we're turning student concerns into concrete action. The work we have done so far reflects a deep commitment to listening, learning, and leading with purpose. But our journey is far from over, and the momentum we've built is only the beginning. It reflects our commitment to not only listen, but to lead with intention and impact. And as we continue this work, I'm reminded of a core belief that guides everything we do. I've always believed that actions speak louder than words. We are not defined by what we say, but what we do, and what we do shapes who we are. This year, we've made meaningful progress, and I'm incredibly proud of what we've accomplished together. But I'm even more energized about what lies ahead. As we move forward, I challenge each of you to stay engaged. Share your ideas, speak up. Hold us accountable, support one another, run for Student Senate, apply to serve in the executive or judicial branch. Your voice matters and your leadership is needed. This community is strong, it's resilient, it's full of potential, and together we are shaping a future that reflects our values and uplifts every student. Change doesn't happen in isolation. It comes when we come together and when we commit to the work and when we refuse to settle for anything less than a campus where every student feels seen, heard, and empowered. This is your invitation to lead, to serve, and to shape what comes next. Don't be just part of the conversation. Be a part of the movement. Don't wait for change. Be the reason that it happens. Don't just attend Wichita State. Help define it. Let's keep building a campus where belonging is felt, intentionality is practiced, and persistence is celebrated. Thank you for your trust, your energy, and your commitment. Let's keep doing the work together. Go Shockers, and good night. Thank you.